Hi everyone, today we are going to get rid of the sticky rubber coating on the Gizmondo console. Um, I prepared with two very ugly, very sticky Gizmondos. As you can see, it's just awful. This one has got the bigger GPS battery with the GPS battery cover, and this one is just normal. Look at this, so ugly. Okay, so just briefly, as you if you watch this video, you possibly know that the Gizmondos are famous of their rubber coating, which look very fancy at the time. However, over the time they degrade. When they degrade, they become sticky, ugly. They pick up all the dust. You just have to get rid of it. So the way to do that, I cleaned many of these. What I experienced is what I'm going to share today. It's actually very simply to do, but there are a few mistakes with what you can make and you want to avoid them. What you need is an IPA, isopropyl alcohol. You need a old t-shirt, very clean. You don't want to scratch the screen, or you don't want to scratch the plastic. So let's start with this one. This one seems to be easier because on this one it's already kind of like peeling off. It's going to be easy to get rid of. So there's two ways to do that. You can either dismantle the Gizmondo first and do it piece by piece, which didn't work for me, or you can just leave everything as is. What I observed is if you soak it with isopropyl alcohol and you just wait until it starts to until the coating starts to come off, it's not a really good solution, because when the alcohol soaks in, it will make some damage to the plastic, and I often had the cracked screen or even cracks here. So I don't recommend that. What I recommend though is to do bit by bit. Also, one more thing to be cautious of. This one doesn't get any damage from the alcohol. However, you don't want any alcohol to go on the camera. It instantly goes to like foggy, and you can't do anything with that unless you just remove the plastic. So if you want the camera to be nice and clean, please avoid any alcohol to touch, or you can even cover it with something if you're not confident enough. Then the signs, you would worry about the signs. Are they going to come off or not? They tend to not, unless you rub them very, very strongly. So just try to do it gently. They won't come off. It's underneath the plastic. They don't come off that easily, but we will see shortly. So I will make a lot of stops in the video. It probably takes you around 30-45 minutes to do the job. At the beginning it looks like endless, like it just never gonna end, but after a while you will realize that it actually starts to work, because it just comes up bit by bit. So I make a start. Let's see. Let's start from the bottom right side. So I just apply some alcohol like this. And just gently start to rub it off. You see, it's already coming off. I've seen it already on this one. It's about to come off, so it's a very easy job actually. But to be nice, you want the surface to be shiny and clean. Now, as you can see, it's still like a bit like leather. It's not nice. So I stop the video now and I do some cleaning, and we continue from there. This was a really good example to show the cleaning, because it's so sticky. It's so in the process of decomposing, so it comes off very, very easily. I only stopped the video for 1 or 2 minutes, and so much I've done so much already, so just continue. Okay, I'm here already on the front side. This is actually a bit more difficult because you need to clean the sides and it's hard to access, especially here. But I will show what's the best I think to do to peel it off. So far it didn't take as much time as I expected. It's really easily coming off. The other one, it's not so sticky. I'm sure it's going to be more difficult. So you can even spray it on the machine, or you can just spray it on the t-shirt and rub it off, but it does take a little while. Look at the differences already. It starts to be very nice. It's nearly done. So it looks quite nice already. The tricky parts, like here or here, what you can't access with your fingers, just use some earbuds. Like here, there's no other way to access it. So for this, just use some earbuds to get them cleaned. Okay. Okay. Okay, for now, it seems fine. This one, maybe later I will go through again. But it's not sticky anymore. It looks okay. So let me get some window cleaner and a clean clothes to clean the screen. I recommend using some branded window cleaner for this. The cheaper ones, maybe just wiping the grease around. Okay. Oh, beautiful. So if you have one of these which is really sticky already, it's picking up all the dust, it's just disgusting to touch it. The good thing is that it's probably very easy to get rid of the rubber coating. Oh, by the way, you see that white thing? That's also the rubber coating. Just use a little of this alcohol. So it doesn't look ugly. Okay. Make sure you use something very clean. Don't want to rub dirt or plastic or anything. Don't want to scratch it basically. The good thing is you only need to do it once. It's not my favorite thing to do, but the result is just beautiful. Your Gizmondo gets a second life after this. Okay, first one is done. You can see the difference. And I'm going to do the second one, which is probably going to be more difficult. I don't know what happened to this. It looks like someone already sprayed something into it. second one I'm halfway through, almost. As expected, it's much harder to take off the coating. Also, it looks like someone used already something corrosive or aggressive. Look at the dots here. I'm not sure what happened here. Is it going to come off or not? It looks like it will. It just takes time. It's just so much harder to peel it off. Nearly done now. It's only just a few left. It's very tricky to get this peeled off, but we'll get there shortly. Finally, the second one is already done. So it's here, as you can see. As you can see, it also became really clean, really nice. One thing with the ones where it's not so sticky, you see this surface, it's not so beautiful. It's very difficult to get this even color for some reason. It's not sticky anymore. It just probably needs some work, but it's already nice. It's not so visible, but you can always go back and do some more cleaning. Look at the back side. So interesting. The one where the material was decaying, I thought it doesn't have much effect on the writing. However, this one, it was more difficult to wipe it off, but still it remained there more than the other one. So now we got to clean Gizmondos. It takes approximately 30-45 minutes. Just a summary. So to clean a Gizmondo, what you need is an isopropyl alcohol, a good quality window cleaner, 2 t-shirts, one underneath because you want them to be on a soft surface, not to crack the screen or not to do any damage, one to wipe the Gizmondo. When you're using the isopropyl alcohol, you only touch a smaller area. You don't let it soak in the isopropyl alcohol. If you let it soak, then it will crack. Either this part tends to come up, this part tends to come up when you unscrew them, or the screen gets a crack here because of the alcohol. So you just apply some alcohol either on the towel or either on the surface, and you just wipe it off. And you always once you rub off the plastic, you don't reuse it. You just use another part of the towel, so you're not scratching the surface. Then be careful. You don't want to put alcohol here because it might get, although it's quite good, but it might get like milky, especially here. As soon as you drop some alcohol here, it will become white and it just becomes ugly. You can't do nothing about it anymore. So yeah, for the tricky parts, like here on the battery or here around the D-pad, you can use earbuds, cotton buds for these tiny parts, and you just do it over and over again as long as it becomes clean and non-sticky. Once you're finished, just clean it up with a clean towel and a window cleaner, and it will become like this. Brand new looking Gizmondo. Beautiful. Yeah, I hope it was useful. If you have any question or if you have any better method, just please comment under the video. And yeah, enjoy your Gizmondo. Bye bye.